So this is your back. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the back. Let's start with the back. The back will have a pleat in the middle of the back for extension to move it. I don't know if you guys have seen jackets, they have a pleat at the top, but not on the waist, because then the facing will be popping out. Okay? So what we're gonna do, again, we're working without seam allowance. Where is my pencil?
Right here.
Thank you. Okay? We're gonna give it, you can give it 2 inches, we can give it 1.5 inches. That's all up to you. Okay? So we're gonna measure 1.5 inches. And we're gonna blend it in up to the waist. So on the waist, we're not giving it out. This is why it's so important that you guys have notches. Okay? So from here, we're gonna get the hip curve. Oops, sorry. And we're going to blend it out, and then we're going to blend it in. So for the lining, I'm going to cross this over. You already got the self, okay? For the lining, you're going to extend this out. Now, when you're gonna sew it, you're gonna have a notch right here, because this is a pleat. Now we need to have the curve of the neck on that pleat. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna fold our pattern on that line. It doesn't have to be creased all the way down, just at the top. And we're gonna get the tracing wheel. Where's the tracing wheel? So we can copy the curve of the neck. See how it goes up?
Right.
Okay? So you sew the 2 backs here at 1/2 inch, and you fold it in, and we're gonna hold the pleat in place. Now, because we have a collar, we don't have to have a back neck facing, even though it will make it much easier for us to actually do it. Why don't you do a neck facing? Let's do a neck facing. Okay? So, our neck facing, we're gonna measure the shoulder. Here we have the shoulder. And this is counting that I have actually trued and blocked my shoulder, correct? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if we are measuring half of the shoulder, which it measures 6, we're gonna measure 3 right here. Okay? So let's measure 3 right here. So we're gonna go around measuring 3, following the curve of the neck. And I will remove this facing before I do the pleat right here, because the facing does not have the pleat of the lining. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay?
Because
So-
the pleat will disappear.
I'm not gonna spend a lot of time making clean copies because you're experts by now, right?
No.
I'm just gonna show you that the grain line on this piece will remain on the center back. This will be the grain line in here, correct? I'm gonna cut it out just so you guys can see what he's doing. Because, I mean, this is level 3. You guys should be experts in doing all these pieces and adding seam allowance. Here, I'm gonna do again what I did, but I did it at the top of the neck. Now I need to do it at the facing level. Correct? Can you guys see it from that far away? So that is the lining. Okay? Are we all okay?
What is
Okay.
this gonna, do we cut this
No,
off?
this is garbage.
Oh, okay.
I'm just doing to the edge. I'm just trying to accelerate this because I don't want you guys to spend a lot of time. This is gonna be time consuming because you need to make copies, okay? But it is fairly simple to do the lining part. The other thing that we're gonna do is remember we added 1/2 inch for the shoulder pad? We're actually gonna take it off from the lining. Okay? So, should have done it before I cut it out. We did 3/8 or we did 1/2 inch?
I think we did
3/8. We're gonna do 3/8 here. So this, and what is the reason for that? Is because the shoulder raises the self, the outside of the jacket, but the lining, the shoulder pad's gonna be housed in the middle. So if we leave it at the same size, you're gonna have a lot of extra fabric floating. Okay, so we actually given a little space in between the lining and the self, so the shoulder pad will be inserted in the middle.
Wait, question. So why is the lining gonna be smaller? For the facing. Why is it? Why don't we?
Because it's from the neck down.
No,
The
the-
shoulder pad goes all the way through.
No, for the pleat.
Huh?
So the lining.
So this is the facing. When you're gonna make your piece, you're gonna put this on the fold and you're gonna have one single facing with a notch in the middle and your grain line along that center back line.
So this is a half.
This is half of the pattern.
All right, but for the lining itself.
The lining has a
Goes all the way up
shape,
here.
so it cannot be on any fold pattern.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a seam. You're gonna add 1/2 inch seam allowance.
All right.
Okay?
This is the lining.
This is the lining. Okay, so for your lining, you're gonna add 1 inch seam allowance. We're gonna do this straight. So this is where the jacket will be finished. This is where your lining will be made. But for the self fabric, which it would be with this and the edge that we had, we need to do the hemline. And the hem is going to be 2.5 inches, like we did on the sleeve. Okay? Now, this is the trick on how to do it. I'm doing all on the same pattern. That's why I hope that you guys don't get too confused with this. So, the self, it will end here. When we are going to sew it, we're going to fold the self here, and our lining that is a little bit bigger will be folded in and sewn by hand. You've seen it on jackets that your lining kind of bubbles at the bottom? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if this side, in this case it's not, it's very straight. But in this case, if your sides would be on a diagonal, you need to fold your pattern like that and you need to trace it. And that's what's going to do this side. See that it opens up a little bit? This one is fairly straight. We're going to do it to the other piece. So I didn't measure evenly. What happened? 2.5. And for the self, not for the lining, you're gonna have a notch here and a notch here so you know where it's going to be folded up. Are we okay?
Only in the lining.
Huh?
In the self too?
The self is where you have the notches and you extended it 2.5 inches for the hem.
Okay.
On the lining, you're not gonna have notches and you're gonna extend it only 1 inch.
Why is the hem so wide?
Because of the same reason that it folds up. So instead of doing a separate facing, we're using the same jacket that we're folding it up 2.5 inches. Okay? It saves you another pattern piece. If you are doing a jacket that the bottom is very rounded, then you will not be able to fold it up. You will need to make a separate facing for the bottom. Let's say in the case that you make a jacket that it has maybe a peplum that it goes around. Okay? You guys are understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the reason why you do this. So remember, the self will be the whole jacket with the 2.5 inches, the notches. We fold the hem up and we'll do the sides. For the lining, you're gonna remove the facing. You're gonna add another 1.5 inches, creating that pleat in the middle of the back. And then here at the bottom, you do not do the notches, but you extend it 1 inch. Okay?
The pleat is only on the lining, no, it's in the self too.
The pleat is only on the lining.
Oh, okay.
On the self, you don't have a pleat.
Okay. How much did you add at the bottom, did you say?
2.5.
2.5?
For the hem, 2.5. Okay. Let me do the